Hello friends, welcome to English with Richly. Practice paper 1, grade 11 English language. Test 1. Match words given under A with the opposites given under B. One is done for you. First exercise பார்த்தோம்னா A part, B partனு ரெண்டு சைட் இருக்கு. A பார்ட்டில் சில வேர்ட்ஸ் தந்திருக்கு, அதுபோல் B பார்ட்லேயும் சில வேர்ட்ஸ் தந்திருக்கு. இந்த A பார்ட்டில் உள்ள வேர்ட்ஸுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் மீனிங் உள்ள வேர்ட்ஸ் B பார்ட்டில் இருக்குது. இதில் எந்த வேர்ட் B பார்ட்டுக்கு பொருத்தமாக இருக்குன்றதை பார்த்து இதை நீங்கள் செலக்ட் பண்ண வேண்டும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வேர்ட் ஆனஸ்ட். ஆனஸ்ட்னு சொன்னால் நேர்மை. ஜெனரஸ். ஜெனரஸ் என்று சொன்னால் பெருந்தன்மையான. கைண்ட் ஹார்ட்டட். கைண்ட் ஹார்ட்டட்னு சொன்னால் ஒரு நல்ல இருதயம், அன்பான இருதயம். கிளவர், புத்திசாலி. ஆப்டிமிஸ்டிக். ஆப்டிமிஸ்டிக்னு சொன்னால் நம்பிக்கையான. செல்ஃப்லெஸ். செல்ஃப்லெஸ்ன்னு சொல்லும்போது அதுக்கு மீனிங் சுயநலமற்ற. அதுபோல் பி பார்ட்டில் க்ரூவல், கொடூரமான. ஸ்டூபிட், புத்திசாலித்தனமற்ற, அதாவது அறிவற்ற. பெசிமிஸ்டிக், நம்பிக்கையற்ற. டிஸ்ஆனஸ்ட், நேர்மையற்ற. டைட் ஃபிஸ்டட், அழுத்தமான. செல்ஃபிஷ், சுயநலமான. ஓகே, இப்போ ஆன்சர் பார்க்கலாம். ஆனஸ்ட், நேர்மையான என்றதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் வேர்ட் டிஸ்ஆனஸ்ட், நேர்மையற்ற. ஆனஸ்ட், டிஸ்ஆனஸ்ட். அப்போ முதலாவதுக்கான ஆன்சர் டி. ஜெனரஸ். ஜெனரஸ்ன்னு சொல்லும் போது பெருந்தன்மையான, அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் மீனிங் டைட் ஃபிஸ்டட், அழுத்தமான. ஜெனரஸ், டைட் ஃபிஸ்டட். செகண்டுக்கு ஆன்சர் இ. கைண்ட் ஹார்ட்டட், அன்பான இதயமுள்ள, அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டானது க்ரூவல். கைண்ட் ஹார்ட்டட், க்ரூவல், கொடூரமான. ஸோ மூன்றாவதுக்கு ஆன்சர் ஏ. கிளவர், புத்திசாலித்தனமான, அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட் ஸ்டூபிட், அறிவற்ற. நாலாவதுக்கு ஆன்சர் பி. ஆப்டிமிஸ்டிக். ஆப்டிமிஸ்டிக்னு சொன்னால் நம்பிக்கையான, அதுக்கான ஆப்போசிட் வேர்ட் பெசிமிஸ்டிக். பெசிமிஸ்டிக்னு சொல்லும்போது நம்பிக்கையற்ற. செல்ஃப்லெஸ், சுயநலமற்ற, அதுக்கான ஆப்போசிட் வேர்ட் செல்ஃபிஷ், சுயநலமான. ஸோ ஆறாவதுக்கு ஆன்சர் எஃப். Fill in the blanks of the following sentences with given preposition. In, for, on, by, at. First sentence, we don't go to school dash Sundays. We don't go to school. நாங்கள் பாடசாலைக்கு போவதில்லை dash Sundays, ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமைகளில். On Sundays. We don't go to school on Sundays. Wait for me dash the bus stop. Wait for me at the bus stop. எனக்காக பேருந்து தரிப்பிடத்தில் காத்திரு. இதில் வர இடம், the bus stop என்ற இடத்துக்கு முன்னுக்கு நாங்கள் யூஸ் பண்ணுற preposition at. Our cat was bitten dash a dog. Our cat was bitten by a dog. I bought that hat dash 50 rupees. I bought that hat for 50 rupees. My home is dash Colombo. My home is in Colombo. எனது வீடு கொழும்பில் இருக்கிறது. Test 3. Study the picture and fill in the blanks. Use only one word in each blank. இதில் சில வேர்ட்ஸ் தந்திருக்கு, அந்த வேர்ட்ஸை வச்சு இந்த கேப் ஃபில் பண்ண வேண்டும். தந்திருக்கிற வேர்ட்ஸ் ஃப்ரீடம், சில்ட்ரன், லேர்னிங், ஒன், ஸ்லைடிங், ஸ்விங்ஸ், ஸ்விங்கிங், கிட்ஸ், ரன்னிங், ட்ரீஸ். இவ்வளவு வேர்ட்ஸும் தந்திருக்கு. இந்த வேர்ட்ஸை வச்சு இந்த கேப் ஃபில் பண்ண வேண்டும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சென்டென்ஸ், திஸ் இஸ் a picture of children's park near the beach. இது ஒரு பீச்சுக்கு பக்கத்தில் உள்ள ஒரு சில்ட்ரன் பார்க்கத்தான் இந்த பிக்சரில் தந்திருக்கு. 11 dash are playing happily. இந்த பிக்சரில் 11 பிள்ளைகள் விளையாடி கொண்டிருக்கின்றனர். அதனால் 11 children are playing happily. A little boy is dash down the slide. The little boy is sliding down the slide. There are two dash. There are two swings. Two dash are dash. Two kids are swinging. அங்கு இரண்டு ஊஞ்சல்கள் உள்ளன. இரண்டு சிறுவர்கள் ஊஞ்சல் ஆடிக்கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். இதான் மீனிங். One boy is dash against a tree. One boy is learning against a tree. Two girls and four boys are dash. Two girls and four boys are running. There are many dash. There are many trees. One boy is getting dash the slide. One boy is getting on the slide. The picture shows the dash that the children have. The picture shows the freedom that the children have. Test 4. Complete the text. Use the given words. Words also become famous, can, invent, people, many, are, area, people. There are many dash people in this world. Dash can be famous for dash reasons. First, a person dash excel in one dash and become famous. Dash he or she can dash something and dash famous. However, there dash some practical dash around us who show us that we can do many things. There are many dash people in this world. There are many famous people in this world. இந்த உலகத்தில் பல பிரசித்தி பெற்ற மக்கள் இருக்கின்றனர். Dash can be famous for dash reasons. People can be famous for many reasons. People பல காரணங்களுக்காக பிரசித்தியாக இருக்கின்றனர். First, a person dash excel in one dash. First, a person can excel in one area and become famous. Dash he or she can dash something and dash famous. Also, he or she can invent கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது. Invent something and become famous. However, there dash some practical dash around us who show us that we can do many things. However, there are some practical people around us who show us that we can do many things. Read the paragraph and fill in the grid. The first one is done for you. The paragraph read பண்ணி இந்த பாக்ஸில் உள்ள இடங்களை நிரப்ப வேண்டும். Sir Charles Spence Chaplin was born on 16th April 1889 in Weymouth, London, in the United Kingdom. His parents were singers and actors. He was an English actor, comedian, and filmmaker who became world famous. He had to start work at the age of 9 because of his poverty and hardships. Small Charlie's willpower and talent made him a strange actor and comedian. Charlie could win the hearts of audience very soon. In 1913, he entered the cinema world. First sentence, Charlie Chaplin 1889 April 16ல லண்டனில் உள்ள வெல்மத் என்ற இடத்துல பிறந்தார் என்று குறிப்பிடப்பட்டிருக்கு. His parents were singers and actors. அவரது பேரண்ட்ஸ் பாடகர்களாகவும் நடிகர்களாகவும் இருந்தார்கள். He was an English actor, comedian and filmmaker. இவர் ஒரு இங்கிலீஷ் ஆக்டர், அதே சமயம் comedian and filmmaker-ஆக இருந்தார். Who became famous, world famous. அவர் உலகத்தில் மிகவும் பிரசித்தி பெற்றவராக இருந்தார். He had to start work at the age of 9 because of his poverty and hardship. அவற்றை ஏழ்மையின் காரணமாக 9 வயதிலேயே அவர் வேலை செய்ய தொடங்கிவிட்டார். சார்லியினுடைய திறமைகளால் அவர் ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ் ஆக்டராகவும் கொமெடியனாகவும் மாறினார். சார்லி could win the hearts of the audience very soon. அவர் பார்வையாளர்களின் மனதை மிகவும் இலகுவில் வென்றுவிட்டார். In 1913 he entered the cinema world. சினிமா வேர்ல்டில் 1913 அவர் என்டர் ஆகியிருக்கிறார். இதில் இருக்கிற பேராகிராஃபை வச்சுக்கொண்டு கீழே இருக்கிற சென்டென்சஸை ஃபில் பண்ண வேண்டும். நேம் சர் சார்லி சாப்ளின். பர்த்டே on 10th April 1889. Birthplace in Weymouth, London. Famous for an English actor, comedian, filmmaker. The year he entered the cinema in 1913. Test 6. Imagine you are the secretary of the Environmental Society. Write a notice to be displayed on the school notice board giving details about the poster competition on Let's Recycle Our Waste. Include date, time, venue, age group and rules. இதில் ஒரு நோட்டீஸ் எழுத வேண்டும். உங்களை செக்ரட்டரி ஆஃப் என்வாயர்மெண்டல் சொசைட்டியாக நினச்சிக்கொண்டு ஒரு நோட்டீஸ் எழுத வேண்டும். அந்த நோட்டீஸ் ஸ்கூல் நோட்டீஸ் போர்டில் டிஸ்பிளே பண்ண வேண்டும். அந்த நோட்டீஸுக்கான டைட்டில் லெட்ஸ் ரீசைக்கிள் அவர் வேஸ்ட். இதில் இன்க்ளூட் பண்ண வேண்டிய விஷயம் டேட், டைம், வென்யூ, ஏஜ் குரூப் அண்ட் ரூல்ஸ். Read the passage and answer the questions. Tasit woke up in the morning and looked at the clock. It was 7 o'clock. He jumped out of his bed. He ran to have a shower. He washed himself swiftly and was back in his room within seconds. Oh, look at my shoes. They need to be polished, but I have no time, he said to himself. Tasit ran out of his house in a hurry. His mother was outside, sweeping the garden. Tasit, wait, where are you running? Mother, it's late. I will miss the bus. Wait, Tasit, don't run. Mother, don't worry. I had my breakfast, said Tasit and didn't wait for his mother to speak. When he went to the bus stop, his friends were not to be seen to catch the next bus. He could catch the next bus to school. Within few minutes, he was in school. He looked around. There was nobody. Thus it was baffled. Where are the students of our class? Why is it quiet today? Thus it thought. He went to the classroom to keep his bag, but it was locked. Just then, school security guard was passing by. Excuse me, why are you in your uniform today? Today is a holiday. First question, who woke up late? Answer, Tasit. யார் தாமதமாக எழும்பியது? Tasit. Did he polish his shoes? அவன் அவனது சப்பாத்துக்களை polish பண்ணினானா? Answer, no, because he didn't have enough time. Why was Tasit baffled? என்னத்தினால Tasit குழம்பி போனான்? Answer, because there was nobody. இந்த ஸ்கூல்ல யாருமே இல்லை. Who was in school? Answer, school security guard. Underline the correct answer. When he went to the bus stop, dash was to be seen. Each one, no one, everyone. When he went to the bus stop, no one was to be seen. Write the paragraph on one of the following topics. Use about 50 to 60 words. First topic, the animal I like most. The value of reading books. English language paper 2. Test 9. Complete the following text by underlining the correct word given within brackets. One is done for you. Some plants can't catch insects and kill. Some plants can catch insects and kill them. The pitcher plant that grows in Malaysia is a cruel plant. The pitcher plant that grows in Malaysia is a cruel plant. Its leaves are like small jugs or pitchers. Its leaves are like small jugs or pitchers. Some of the pitchers are only 2 centimeters length long. Some of the pitchers are only 2 centimeters long, but some can be 50 centimeters long. The bright color at the top. The bright color at the top. In or of the pitcher is very slippery. Of the pitcher is very slippery. When the insects climb into an pitcher to drink sweet nectar. When the insect climb into a pitcher to drink sweet nectar, they slip and fall into a pool of water at the bottom of the pitcher. Little hairs just above water stops the insects from climb out of the pool. Little hairs just above water stop the insects from climbing out of the pool. That is the end of the insects, and they kill there and they are digested by the plant. That is the end of the insects, and they kill there and they are digested by the plant. Read the text and fill in the blanks with the correct form of the word given in the brackets. One has been done for you. David Clark most of the time lives most of the time in New York with his parents, but he is the world's famous mountaineering dustman. He took 2 trips to Mount Everest to collect rubbish left by expedition there, and now aims to be the youngest person to climb the world's highest mountain. It was while he was working in a climbing equipment shop that he heard about the rubbish left on Everest. He dashed for something really challenging. He looked for something really challenging to do, and he really liked this idea. He is amazed at the type of junk he dashed. He is amazed at the type of junk he found. At 17,000 feet, he dashed across cornflakes packets. At 17,000 feet, he came across cornflakes packets, empty food cans, and hypodermic syringes and needles. So far, he dashed enough rubbish to cover. So far, he has collected enough rubbish to cover 3 football pitches. For this 6th month, David dashed to climb to the summit of Everest. For this 6th month, David has been preparing to climb to the summit of Everest. He dashed hard in the Himalayas and has been on strict diet. He has trained hard in the Himalayas and has been on a strict diet. Read the following text and fill in the blanks using the given words. Words: visitor, monks, quiet, rare, flaws, gifts, rock, situated, difference from, easily surrounded, difference from, easily surrounded, mountain, as. Ruwangiri Gandha is a place with a difference. It lies about 15 kilometers away from Kurunagala city. It is a rock mountain surrounded with a lot of tall trees as well as woody climbers. The hermitage, which is situated on the top of this mountain, is a serene place where a lot of meditating monks can be observed. The calm and quiet environment enhances the beauty of this small rock temple. Many caves, water springs, as well as rare animals can be easily found everywhere in this picturesque premises. Cool and refreshing water that flows in the small streams gives a soothing effect to the tired visitors who roams in this natural treasure. Given below is a conversation between two friends regarding a book. Complete it using the correct tense of passive form. Situm, hi Ruchira, I read your book. It is very interesting. Who gave you the idea? Ruchitra, hello Situm. The idea dash by our English teacher. The idea was given the past participle given by our English teacher. Situm, oh, how did you collect facts for the book? Ruchitra, all the facts dash from the newspapers, books and internet. All the facts past tense என்றதால were, all the facts were taken, the past participle taken. All the facts were taken from newspaper, books and internet. Situm, I think your parents provided money for publication. Ruchita, no Situm, money dash by a voluntary organization. Money was provided by a voluntary organization. Situm, how nice. Who did the editing of this book? Suchita, the editing dash by our class teacher. The editing was done by our class teacher. Situm, the title of your book is very interesting. Who suggested it? Susita, of course, the title dash by my mother. Of course, the title was suggested by my mother. Situm, will they give a prize for the best creation? Suchita, why not? The best creation dash a very vulnerable prize this year. Why not? The best creation will be awarded a very vulnerable prize this year. Situm, good luck Sujira. I think you will definitely be the winner this time. Sujira, thanks. Given below are some advantages and disadvantages of television. Write the letter of the statements in the correct column. The first one is done for you. Some students are addicted to watch TV and they are neglected homework. This is a disadvantage. You can see different important programs from your home. Advantage. It makes people lazy and reduces the working hours. Disadvantage. Family members struggle to decide what programs to watch. Disadvantage. It brings the world to your living room. Advantage. Members of the family are deprived of chance to chat together. Disadvantage. It gives people pleasure and entertainment. Advantage. People have neglected other good habits like reading books. Disadvantage. It creates problems for the culture. Disadvantage. You can get news quickly. Advantage. Different documentary programs help a lot for education. Advantage. Advantages B, E, G, J, K. Disadvantages A, C, D, F, H, I. Test 14. You are the secretary of science club in your school. The club has decided to hold a quiz competition between your school and another school to celebrate Science Day. Write a letter to the principal of another school requesting him to send a team consisting 5 contestants. Or the following bar graph shows the detail of favorite TV programs of grade 11 students in your school. Study the bar graph and write a description about it. Use the following words. Use about 100 words. Equal, highest, least, most popular, less popular than, more. Test 15. Read the following text and answer the questions given below. The dining room of the inn was full of tobacco smoke and the smell of chocolate. The waiter came forward to show the travellers to their seats and brought them an excellent supper. De Souza thoroughly enjoyed it. He looked round and saw the fat man sitting at the corner of the table, doing all he could to attract the attention of the waiter. Waiter, please. Waiter, will you bring me a cup of tea, strong black tea? It must be strong and black, remember? Yes, sir, certainly, sir. But I have to serve the supper first. What will you have for your supper, sir? I can't eat anything until I have had a cup of tea. The waiter went on serving large plates of chicken and many other kind of delicious food, and there was plenty of excellent wine to drink. The company grew quite merry, and some of the passengers from the coach began to sing. And in the midst of all his feasting merriment, the fat passenger sat with a dismal face, eating nothing and waiting patiently for his cup of tea. Then someone saluted that the coach was leaving in 5 minutes, and instantly there was a lot of experiment and confusion. Everyone disappearing tones. And mighty waiter, what about my cup of tea? Coming, sir, said the waiter. All the passengers except the fat man were now seated in the coach. A strong team of 12 oxen, guy with red caps and brass bell, was attached to the cart because the road now led up the steep mountain side. The guard shouted to the first passenger, "Take your seat, sir. I can't wait any longer." Suddenly, the waiter came running with a steaming cup of tea on a tray. The fat passenger had one foot on the step of the cart, but he stopped, gave a cry of joy, and lifted the cup of his eager lips. The next moment he cried out in pain and put the cup back on the tray. "It's boiling hot," he complaining. "How can I drink it? Why did you bring it like that?" Just as the coach was starting, he climbed into his seat opposite De Souza, and the young man saw tears of pain and disappointment in his eyes. Who brought an excellent supper? The waiter. Who did De Souza see at the corner of the table? The fat man. What did the fat man want to have before having supper? Cup of tea. Why did some of the passengers begin to sing? Because the company grew quite merry. Underline the correct answer. The fat man cried because he couldn't have his supper. The guard shouted at him. His lips got burnt by the hot tree. He couldn't get onto the coach. Answer C. His lips got burnt by the hot tree. What does it in the first paragraph refer to? Supper, or an excellent supper. Why did the guard shout to the fat man? Because the coach was leaving. Find similar word from the passage to the following words. Tasty. Tasty means delicious. Attached. Attached means connected. Write on one of the following. Use about 200 words. Write an article to the newspaper on water, our lifeblood. Write a speech to be made at the school assembly on Let's Protect Our Environment. Write an essay on garbage problem in Sri Lanka. Write a dialogue between Rahul and Dinit. They are discussing on their plans after GCE OL exam. Thank you.